Yeah, I mean, I thought first I want to thank everybody that came out to the Gallagher Center. It was rocking in there. It was awesome to have the students back on campus. This is our first conference home game since they've been back from break, and we certainly felt them. They gave us an unbelievable amount of energy. So just want to say thank you to them for coming out. We want to make sure we recognize Coaches versus Cancer. They do so much. The organization does so much for so many people, and it's Coaches versus Cancer Suits and Sneakers Week across college basketball. And so to raise awareness, to raise money, to fight this cause, which is so important and has impacted so many of us, it's just something that we're really proud to be a part of, and we're going to continue to be a part of it. And then, just we're fortunate to make a couple plays down the stretch. Manhattan was terrific tonight. Defensively, they forced us into some tough possessions, a lot of turnovers, but just really proud of the resiliency of our group to find a way to win the game in the end.
Questions for the student athletes?
Noah, first half you guys, relied on, you had some hot shooting in the first half. Second half things got a little closer and you guys started going to the basket. I think there was a stretch of 11 possessions from 7 of them got in the paint. Was that something you guys talked about in the huddle, or is that just something that you kind of saw that you need to get in the paint a little bit more?
Well, speaking for myself, I know I'm at best getting to the basket. I know it creates opportunities for not just me, but also my teammates. So that was something I was thinking about at halftime. Let's get downhill and find my teammates some open shots.
You got anything on that, Joe?
Yeah, it was just emphasized that we were hot from outside, but they were extending their defense, so it was best for us just to get to them open gaps and get to the basket.
How much of it is at that point in the game? I think it was, you guys had a 2-point lead when that stretch kind of started, and it's just making sure you get efficient looks, take efficient shots at that point in the game.
It was just trusting each other. We talk about being together, being tough together, and if we trust each other, we all put in the same work. We all get the same shots up, so anybody's capable of hitting that big shot at the end.
No, you said it.
How much did the physicality of the game kind of impact things?
Manhattan's physical. They play good defense. They kind of throw you off a little bit with the matchup zone and the man-to-man defense. So I definitely felt it down the stretch, but my teammates hit some big shots and ultimately got the win.
Last play of the game there, the pass to Lance, what take me through that play?
Coach drew up a play, and I seen it was an opportunity for me to get downhill, but I knew they were going to help off me. And I seen Lance, and I know he's a big-time shooter, and I trusted him, and he knocked it down.
How much do you think the plays earlier in the game where you guys got into the paint kind of affected that play?
It affected it a lot because, at first I was getting layups, and then, down the stretch, they started helping a little bit. And then, we made the right plays. I kicked it to him, and like I said, he made a big-time shot. Proud of him, though.
Any questions for Rick?
The last few games you guys have played pretty tight and some blown leads, I guess, in the second half. Almost won tonight. How good is it to finally, hang on to one of them?
Yeah, I think for us, these are all great lessons for us to learn. We got 10 new guys, which, to be in that situation, that moment, sometimes there's different guys on the floor. For us, being able to find a way to win the last two, in terms of, hey, maybe it didn't go perfectly the way we wanted to with our execution, but to be able to forget about the last play, get to the next play, and then be in that moment gives us a chance to make a moment. And so for us, I thought our guys did a great job. We had a couple possession lead, but Manhattan's got really good players, and they're a really good team, and they made some really difficult plays. So you got to give them credit. But for us, we want to continue to learn how to close out games, whether we're up, down, tied. There's going to continue to be multiple scenarios, and I feel like we've been in this situation maybe the last 7 games or 8 games where it's come down to the final possession. And so for us, I think it's just an opportunity for us to continue to learn. So hopefully the next time we're in that situation, we can be a little bit better in it.
What goes into some of those leads kind of slipping away? I mean, even at the end, you're up 8, and they come back and get it within a point there. What's been going into some of these leads that you guys have been?
Yeah, I think each one's a little bit different depending on time and score. But whether it's the press or a zone or a man, whether it's executing some free throws. I think that each one is requiring something different, and we're still learning how to do that. And our guys are they're working as hard as they can to learn it, and we're going to continue to be in those situations. And so to be able to be up a couple possessions, the other team makes some plays and tie the game, and then us to finish it, I think that shows a lot about the character and resiliency of the group.
Roberts, you guys did a pretty good job on him in the first half. I don't think he had a basket. And then the second half, he kind of got going. And instead of going bigger, you kind of went smaller at times. I think a lot of you played David at the 5
Yep.
quite a bit. What went into thinking, guarding a bigger player with a smaller player?
Yeah, we try to give them different looks. They're so effective. Nelson is so effective, and they got so many guys that can shoot it on the perimeter. They put you in situations where you got to make multiple decisions, and sometimes we switch, sometimes we didn't. We try to give different looks with not only bodies but the coverage, and you just try to keep them out of rhythm the best that you can. And Roberts is a terrific player, so effective around the rim. I think he's leading the conference in field goal percentage. And so he's a hard guy to stop because he gets it in a number of different ways. And, I think, credit to our guys, whether it's Mitch or David Mitchell, Keith Kiner, or Sam, just trying to mix it up and try to battle in there.
Oh, I guess for you guys, with a guy like that, I think he's averaging like 2 blocks a game, how do you attack a guy like that, when he's kind of hovering around the paint there?
He's a big-time athlete. He's a good player, so I know when I was getting downhill and seeing him, I know that the dump off to the big was there all the time because I know he's going up for the shot blocks. So that's something I paid attention to when we were scouting it and going over personnel.
Coach emphasized just playing off 2 feet, giving out shot fakes because we want to go for the shot block every time. Just trusting the dump off and trusting playing off 2 feet.
After that four game skid there, you 2 in a row. You feel like you're kind of getting back to where you were, when you were hot a little bit there.
I told our guys after each of the games that we were playing really good basketball. I really liked how we were playing. We were playing with leads. We were playing on the road, playing at home. I thought we were playing some really good basketball. Just continuing to learn how to close those games off, and that was my message to the guys: just keep sticking with it. Let's keep learning. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep believing. And these guys continue to do that, and we're going to hopefully we can put ourselves in position to be in these positions again. And we want to continue to learn how to execute down the stretch. But that was my message to the guys. I thought we were playing some good basketball. It just didn't go in our favor in that last possession.
I think there's a point in the second half there where Sam tried a backdoor pass to Aaron, and it was a really high IQ play, but a really hard play to make.
Yep.
And you just said simple, simple, simple.
Yep.
How much of that went into the rest of the game philosophy? Just, getting into the basket, getting to the foul line, things like that.
Well, I think for us, we're at our best when we make the simple play, the right play. So, Sam is a terrific passer and a great decision maker right there. And I thought Aaron made a great cut out of it. I thought the window was just a little small. And sometimes when you try to go for the home run pass, as opposed to just making the simple one right in front, there's a time and a place for that. But we trust Sam to make those decisions up there. He's a terrific passer. He's got such great feel. And he's shooting the ball so well out there that's something that we try to put him in those situations.
All right, thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.